Gentlemen, welcome back to the mess, which is my desk, and let me get the keyboard out of the way. And today's mail, I've only been and got one item, and I'm here looking for my knife. You may notice on my desk I do have the quadcopter in bits. I managed to burn out one of the motors, bless it. I don't really think the H8 quadcopter was really meant to run with an extra camera on top, so I've just basically doubled the weight. So that is going to be a mini project later. Now, I do have some mail today, and they've been marked this as being $39 worth as a gift. So we'll see what happens. Well, I've got no idea what's going to be in this package, so let's get her open. And, oh, brilliant! Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You've heard me rave about these little free skies. These are the F8R4... the VAR42s, little park flyer receivers. Now, the guys up at the Model Club, they did snuff at these, being, the range isn't that good on them, blah, blah, blah. But I've flown them out to the limits, over, say, 600-700 meters, and never had an issue with them. And the reason why I've got 3 of them is that I'm going to be putting them in my slope soarers. And of course, on a slope, that all the action's right here in front of you, and you're going no more than 50 meters that way and 50 meters that way. So you don't need massive range. But the one little tip for you, and I'll do a separate video on this just to show you this, because they are brilliant little receivers, but these antennas, they do break over time. So let me get the knife out for you, is that bit of glue on there is never strong enough. So what I would do with these receivers is just put a nice big healthy goop lump of hot glue down the top of here, so that this antenna has got more strength to it. That's the only negative which I can say to these. And they are one of the cheapest receivers which you can get for the FR Sky, and especially if you're using a Tranis handset. And they're absolutely brilliant. They're super simple to bind. All you do is take one of the jumpers which you get, and I've got like a million of these now, and you put them across pins 1 and 2. So you short those 2 out, and then give it some power, turn on your transmitter, and then set it to bind in D8 mode, and happy days, it will connect. Now, like I said, these are brilliant. I've now got 6 or 7 of these. I've got one which is broke because the antenna came off, and they're like half the price of the D4R2s. But obviously you don't get telemetry with these, but for something like a slope soarer, absolutely brilliant. The baby bonsai, I fly that in there as well, in some of the other models which I'm just looking around in my office. The Cloud Surfer, I run one of those in. The other foam boards models which I fly. I've also got the Radjet. I know it's got one of these in it as well. And the Hummer 3D has got one of these in it too. They're absolutely brilliant, and they're cheap as chips. And I'll pop a linky underneath the video description. I believe I bought these off Banggood, and they were about £11-ish. Obviously the price goes up and down with the exchange rates over time. But I bought 3 of them. And by the way, the reason why I bought 3 is because what I noticed on Banggood is that when you buy 3 or more of an item, sometimes the wholesale price, the discount level kicks in. So I got extra discount off these as well. So yeah, happy boy. It means that I can fly more models, or 3 more models, without having to take the receiver out and jam them back in. So I'm a happy camper. By the way, if you've ever used these FR Sky VAR42s before, let me know in the comments section underneath this video. And maybe you prefer a different receiver for your FR Sky kit. So if you fly a Taranis transmitter, what receivers do you use? Let me know in the comments below. And with that said, from myself, Matt, cheerios!